It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see DeAndre Swift. He was terrific a week ago, almost getting to 180 yards. It's the Lions and the Seahawks. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Defense has always had a goal of holding a run for 100 yards. But he would have 50 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Looking to throw on second down. Jennings. And this one's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Jennings. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jennings. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jennings. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks. They will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turn. So they got one there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. To throw on 2nd down. Jennings. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Jennings. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. On 2nd down, Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. But both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd down now. It's Bailey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Off the play fake. Malone. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jennings. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Throwing again. Jennings. It's complete to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. (3-0) after one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jennings. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Malone. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Malone. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jennings, right side to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off play action. Jennings. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Off the play fake. Jennings. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jennings. And that is incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Malone. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Malone. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jennings. He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Off play action. Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Malone. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Malone. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They were the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Malone.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jennings.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jennings. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, Malone.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Malone. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Malone. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Malone. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. The throw right sideline here is complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Blankenship's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback. And
he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here.
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown. Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Christian Watson leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and it's been the running game that's pushed them to this halftime lead. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
On first down, Bailey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Malone. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Malone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Malone flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
To throw on 3rd down, Malone. This is caught. Touchdown!
Devin Duvernay,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
And the lead is down to 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Oh, good move. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift, taken down at the 42.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jennings.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Jennings.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Looking to throw. Jennings.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jennings.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to the running game with Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They run it here with Oliver. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams from 10 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, nice move. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Off the play fake. Jennings. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Jennings. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And out now come the Seahawks. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive. Malone. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing to start the drive. Jennings. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's a handoff to Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Malone. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Malone. And incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Malone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Malone. It's caught. Lockett. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 1st down. Malone.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To throw on 2nd down. Malone.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bailey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg. Jennings on the move to his... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jennings. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jennings. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They go play action here on first down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Skirts by him at the 35, and he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in blocked and turn to the side.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He's back to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. He finds his man complete. That's Bailey. He'll look to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bailey. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Up the middle they run. It's 1-2. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Point after try forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts.
The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for Detroit, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Seattle, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe, so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet.
It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll see DeAndre Swift. He was stellar a week ago, piling up the yards and finding pay dirt twice. It's the Lions and the Hawks, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, There are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 75 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bailey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Malone. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Malone. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
To throw on 2nd down. Malone under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Throwing to start the drive. Jennings. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. It might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
12 more yards there and another first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the gun, Malone.
Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Seahawks are going to the 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is a good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jennings. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Oliver.
throw on third down. Jennings. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jennings. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action. Jennings sliding out of the pocket. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
They run. It's Oliver. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jennings. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 3rd and 2, Malone buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The Lions on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jennings. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Malone. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jennings. Forced. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's always easy to second-guess a call, but maybe he should have just handed it off here on 3rd and short instead of keeping it on a play-action pass attempt. Now it's 4th and long, and just gave the defense a lot of momentum to build on for the next series.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 30. Throwing to start the drive. Malone. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Malone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And this one too low. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Malone. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Throwing to start the drive. Jennings. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw on 2nd down. Jennings. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Jennings. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On the run, it's Oliver. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ochena Nwosu. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jennings. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Darrell Taylor. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play action here on first down. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Malone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Malone. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Christian Watson leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now it's Lockett. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 23 yards the pick up there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Malone. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Malone. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Oliver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go again with Oliver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a carry for Oliver. Down to about the 37. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jennings. Got his man. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw. Jennings. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jennings. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Malone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Malone. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jennings. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. Throwing to start the drive. Malone setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Looking to throw on second down. Malone looking left sideline, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Malone. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Gets around him. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off the play fake. Jennings. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Throwing on first down. Jennings going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Gets by him at the 25. He'll take it inside the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jennings. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jennings. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken a 4th quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Malone. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Malone. And that is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. Off play action. Jennings. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. To throw on 2nd down, Jennings. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. One more time with Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jennings. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive. Malone to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw on second down. Malone, he finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Malone. And that is incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 55 rushing yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I never tell you to back off and being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They run it here with Oliver. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jennings looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw on second down, Malone. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he slips up past the 45. Seattle on a pickup of 13. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A gain of 3, second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Malone, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Malone. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 10 yards out.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Malone.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun. Malone. He finds his man, complete. It's Bailey.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw on second down. Malone.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
On 4th down, Malone. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake. Malone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the 4th quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Lions, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Consistent, made up my mind that no matter what I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, who me? That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me.